I wouldn't really shoot nobody, but it would make me want to shoot somebody.
What does that one say?
This one says rise and shine.
I love New York.
Rise and shine.
Okay, I think I want this one.
Yeah, I know. This is one of my favorite mugs.
Oh,
It's hot now. It's hot.
So what kind of questions you about to be asking me now?
Girl, I got some stuff. And I feel like I'm going to ask you stuff that when you get to talking, I just know that stuff is just going to come to my mind. So
Yeah, it's just gonna flow, right?
yeah, it's just going to flow. Like, I just know.
Period.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers to the vanilla tea.
French vanilla.
I've never had French vanilla tea before.
Really? Well, it's the first time for everything.
Right.
Oh! 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 You so dramatic.
Oh my God, I'm holding it wrong. Okay.
It's
It's
the
a
longest.
longest.
Okay,
Let's
my
share it
little
again.
summer fog. Cheers. I ain't sipping it. It's too hot for me. What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Today, we're having a little bit of girl talk with my girl. She is a Verona babe, a creative, a YouTuber. She's so inspiring to all the girlies, honey. So creative, so innovative. And one of my friends for damn near a decade at this point, right?
Yes.
It's been a long
It's been a
time.
very long time.
Everybody say hey to Summer Fog.
What's up, y'all?
Girl, quit all that shot. So, Sums, I'm so glad to have you.
I'm glad to be here. I'm very excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, Summer, you're a Verona babe, right? Or
Yes.
actually, you're the founder of the Verona Babes.
Yes.
The leader,
yes, Shop Verona
the leader of the
Jewelry.
cult.
Yes. I don't know about no cult now.
Well, girl, tell us like how Shop Verona came about. How did you even come up with that name? Where does it stem from?
Yes, so Shop Verona was actually closed at first. It was like a boutique, and then I transitioned to jewelry. I don't know. I just had like a vision one day to start a jewelry brand. Actually, one day I was like searching up a custom like gold anklet for myself, and then I was like, these would actually be very cute for me to sell. So I started selling them, and then so everybody who started shopping with me in the beginning, they know me from those custom anklets. And then Shop Verona, one of my old friends actually helped me come up with a name. Verano is summer in Spanish. I just added the A on the end to make it a little, girly, a little feminine.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, I
Yeah.
love that. So why did you switch from clothing to the custom jewelry?
Yeah, so I've always been into like fashion. Like I remember as a little girl, I used to always like draw like little sketches in my books, and I really wish I could find that journal. I can't find it anywhere. But I knew I wanted to do something in fashion like when I got older, like I graduated high school, went to school for nursing, got my CNA license in high school and stuff like that. Although taking care of people was like a passion for me, I just knew that wasn't like meant for me to like do for the rest of my life. Like it was really like something my mom put on my heart to do. It wasn't something that I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I basically just got it. Like I said, like it wasn't really like a thing to where I was like, yeah, I don't want to do clothes anymore. I just had that vision to sell jewelry and I just forgot about the clothes. But I feel like once I scale my business to where I want to, I'm definitely going to probably open up a boutique where I'm selling clothes.
I love that. That was my next question too. Like, would you ever go back to selling clothes?
Right, yes.
I mean, I love your style. And, we both got on the green today.
Yeah, y'all, we both wore green today.
Unplanned.
But we both Virgo sisters. And that's our... green is our
birthstone. Yep.
Yes.
So it's just alignment at this point.
Period.
What do you think is like a couple of things or just one thing that people don't know about being a small business owner?
Oh, it's probably so much. Like if you're not already a business owner, then you probably don't, like you're looking to start one. I would say like when you're really trying to like scale your business, you can't go 1 day or 2 days without doing anything towards your business and thinking it's supposed to like grow. Like I literally look at my past and be like, wow, like I would be so much further if I was just more consistent and not procrastinating. I feel like I'm still like growing out of that self-sabotage mentality because it's like I know what I'm capable of and I know what Shop Verona is capable of, but some days I'll just like, God will put visions on my heart He'll give me like that vision, that business idea that's literally gonna change my life, and I will not make the steps to do it.
Ooh.
So it's just like I pray on it. I'm like, God, I don't know what it is, like, but just help me get out of this, like, the self-sabotage.
Why do you think you do that?
I don't know. I honestly think it's like it may be like a trait that was like passed down from my parents or something. Like I've talked to my dad about this, and I've told him like some ways that I feel like when I wake up, it's just like I procrastinate a lot. Like I'm literally a procrastinator, and if you know, procrastination is like the number one thing for a dream breaker. Like,
oh yeah,
for real. So yeah,
there's so much talent around here, so many people that could do so many things, but it's just the procrastination and all the distractions. Yes. And you know what, I think that procrastination is so crippling because people are afraid of their own success, in a sense, if that makes sense. It's like, what do I have to give up? What do I have to do? How much am I going to have to work? What am I going to have to, what's life going to be like if I'm not who I am right now and I'm not doing the same things that I'm doing, you know?
Exactly.
Growth is scary, honey.
Growth is very scary. And I feel like on the other end, people also think that they are not capable of doing those things. Like, yeah, you have the desire to do them, but you may not know how to start, you know, like, and that causes people to just dead their dreams and just leave them basically like living the basic normal life that everybody really live in, you know?
And there's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5 or doing things like that, because you know somebody got to do it. Yeah. But if you're one of those ones that has these bigger dreams, like go after it. Yeah. Like, what's the point in doing something that you don't want to do? You're gonna die unhappy. Like, these years are gonna pass by anyway, so you might as well be doing something that you love. So
they are, and it's like it is okay to have a 9-to-5. But the economy that we live in,
don't support it.
They don't. And I'm like, I was listening to this podcast the other day, and they were really just like, whether you are a business owner or just like a regular person who just work, you need to be working a job that's literally paying you $100K or more. Like this $60K, $30K a year,
child,
is nothing. Like literally, like
girl,
rent, gas price, groceries. Like no, everything is like increasing on price, so you need to be making the right amount at your job for real.
And also depending on what city you live in and the cost of living there. And I feel like even here the cost of living is starting to creep up a little bit, honey.
Greenville, well, you're in Spartanburg. Greenville and Spartanburg too, they're expanding. You know, like they're building and creating new subdivisions that's near the city, and you know that's more expensive.
Yeah, building all this planetarium shit.
Yeah.
Girl, please just keep it at
Don't y'all got a new baseball field?
Yes, a new baseball field down the street. So yeah, they're gonna be busting heads with the rent. And I'm not ready.
I already know it.
So what's been like one of your best moments with Shop Verona?
So one of my best moments, I remember I was in Vegas for my birthday last year. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I have been in business for almost 5 years now. It'll be 5 years in July.
Oh, okay.
And I can honestly say, like, people think like things are supposed to happen overnight, and I'm literally just now learning the things that I need to do to take my business up there. You know, like I've been making money, you know, but I haven't scaled my business. I'm trying to hit that 6-figure mark. I'm almost there hitting that 6-figure mark by myself, like just me not investing. But I recently invested into mentorship, so now I'm learning the things to take my business to that 6 and 7-figure mark. So I'm gonna just say that. It's been 5 years, y'all. So. Sometimes things take time. It does.
But you know, that social media have us thinking that
you're supposed to get it tomorrow. Yeah.
But you know, I always feel like when it takes the longest, that's when you appreciate it more, and that's when it actually has longevity. You got that time to create the longevity that you need for your business to be successful.
Yeah.
So best moment.
Best moment. Back to my best moment. So yeah, I did my first brand shoot last year in July. It was right before my birthday. And I basically was just building up that momentum for me to open back up my website for people to shop. So when I got to Vegas, when it turned my birthday, I literally opened my site back up, and that was like my first time where I was just getting consistent orders. It felt so good. I'm like, all I heard, because if you're a business owner and you have Shopify, you know, like that sound, it's like a cha-ching sound.
Yeah.
So I just kept hearing cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching over and over again. Like,
bling, bling.
It was so many orders, and I was like, wow, like people really do support my brand. Like it was people purchasing like big amounts, like $100 or more. I'm like, if Shop Verona can do this,
girl.
That's why I had to think, like, Summer, stop thinking that you can't do, like, people want to purchase from you.
Yeah.
You just got to figure out how to consistently make sales every single day.
Exactly.
But yeah, it just felt very good. Like, people was reaching out to me saying, hey, girl, I just shop with you. I love your jewelry. I actually been, shopping with you ever since you started, and the quality of your jewelry. I still have the jewelry that I bought years ago. And if you know me, if you've been shopping with me, you'll know, like, in the very beginning, I really didn't know much about material. So if your net was green when I first started, listen, I didn't know about material, but now I do. And the whole purpose of our brand is to create jewelry for people who have sensitive skin, so they don't have to worry about breaking out and their skin turning green.
I remember the first time I shopped with you, it was for my mom. She had got a custom anklet from you.
Oh, yeah. The pop-up that we did in Union. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. I remember that.
And she still got it.
She do. Mm-hmm. Period.
And I had a nose cuff from you, but I think I lost it when we was in DC.
Did. You lost it. As soon as you got it, you lost it.
I mean, and I kept losing it, and I would keep finding it, but it's somewhere in DC, honey. Girl. And then I got this necklace with Dose of Destiny.
Yes, that is a bestseller. It's our butterfly with heart custom name, and I feel like I really want to start promoting that necklace as like, so people can get their business names on it. Just make it that style specifically for that.
Yes, because I love it. I love it so much.
It's super cute.
It just puts things into perspective for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dose of Destiny, like, it's
butterfly,
in the world.
In the world, love, butterfly is flourishing.
Definitely. Yes. So, like, what's been one of the worst moments you've had?
One of the worst moments, it's a consistent worst moment. Like just crying because you want certain things to like happen and succeed, and you might try to do things that don't work over and over again, and it just doesn't work out, and it makes you want to give up and stuff like that. But that's why having a relationship with God is the most important, because the enemy would try to creep in and make you think all these negative things. He doesn't want you to prosper, for one. He wants you to think that he doesn't want you to be confident about yourself. Like God says so many things about us that are positive that we don't even think about ourselves. That's why it's important for you to open up your word, go to church, like listen to the faith-based podcast so you can listen and know what God says about you. But I
love that.
Yes.
I love that perspective. Yes, I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Because, girl, like, it's been so many, this ain't about me, but I just want to throw this out there. Like,
I'm here.
It's been so many times, like, even hell, last week, I was like, I'm just going to quit YouTube and just, like, just forget about it. Like, because I was at the point where I was, like, just losing subscribers, and I'm like, why are people unsubscribing? And
they were unsubscribing.
Yes, I'm like, who is even taking the time to come to my page to unsubscribe? Like, you're so weird.
Yes. Wow, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah,
I mean, I knew you could unsubscribe, but people like coming back.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, girl, let me have my subscribe. Like, why are you doing that? But either way, honey, it probably was some bots or something. Maybe.
Yeah, it could have been some bots.
Because I'm like, dang, are people not liking my content? Am I boring? Like, maybe this is not meant for me. Maybe I'm just like delusional.
Right.
And I'm like, no. But then when I think about like going back to school and furthering my education, I literally want to throw up. Like, it's not what I want to do at all. Like, just that freedom that you have with a business and with creating or selling custom jewelry, it's just unmatched.
Yes,
I would say. I mean, I still work my 9 to 5, but
girl, I do too. Like, and that's another thing. Like, just I'm still trying to figure out how to balance everything. And it's like 1 minute I feel like, oh yeah, it's time for me to leave my job, and then something come up and I feel like I need to stay in my job. Like, and then it's like I'd be scared to take that risk of leaving my job and like fully going in, because it's like I don't trust myself enough to wake up every day and do what's necessary. And I'm like, I feel like a lot of people probably feel like that.
But even if you were to quit your job, you gonna wake up every day.
That's what I was saying. I feel like summer, because I'm more mature than I used to be years ago.
Yeah.
You know, and I know what comes with adulting and like you being responsible, you know? Like I know I don't ever want. Girl, I was so irresponsible. I used to just be behind in bills and just not even worried about it.
Just
like,
don't care.
Missing card payments, missing credit card, like literally irresponsible. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm not embarrassed to say that's where I used to be. Yeah, that's where I used to be at. So when I went to go to try to apply for, I had money, went to go try to apply for stuff, I would get denied. Tried to apply for an apartment. They seen those missed payments, and I didn't even know they looked at that. But it was this nice luxury apartment that I was trying to rent out, and yeah, they was like, no.
That's insane.
Yeah. But I feel like now, if I was to quit my job, I would definitely wake up every single day and do what was necessary.
You would.
It's still that doubt in the back of my mind, like, what if it don't work and I'm behind on bills again and I have to find a new job?
Then you just have to find a new job. But like sometimes you have to take that risk and take that leap.
Yeah.
Because how you ever gonna know?
How you ever gonna know?
You want something else. You literally have to make room for the things that you say you want. Yeah. And I'm talking to myself too, because I'll be struggling with it too. But if we consistently have so many other things that's taking up too much space in our lives, that's not allowing for other things to flourish.
Yep.
I mean, just like with friends, with boys and all the things, the same thing is with our jobs that we don't want to be at. Waking up, going to these jobs that we don't really want to be at.
It's the same thing. It falls under the same category. Like the things that you know that you have to let go in order to, get that other door open.
Right. But we're so attached, I think, and that'd be our issue.
I feel like, and this is I'm not trying to like talk about like racism or nothing or like compare and contrast, but when I think about Black people, us, we really have attachment issues. When I think about white people, baby, they know how to let something go.
Honey.
They move on to the next. Oh, it ain't working out with us. On to the next.
Next week, they got a new boyfriend.
Next week. Or whatever. New job, whatever. Yeah. They take risks. Like, it's like in their DNA to take risks. But with us, like, we could be just hanging on to something that just ain't damn working. It's not working.
It's not.
And it's messing up your peace. Like, you're not at peace. You waking up every day worried. Like, that's not meant for you.
Exactly.
It's not.
When you know it's meant for you, you're not going to be worried. You're not going to be confused.
Yes.
None of that.
Discombobulated.
Okay. It's all just work. You know that it's all just working out for you because you're doing something that you love.
Exactly.
And I think that passes on in our DNA though, from like slavery, when people were scared to leave because they would get caught or like they would get killed. I think like we have that sort of same mentality, like just a little bit,
we do.
Maybe in a different sense, but to some degree it's still the same thing, like we're still scared to take that leap. But Harriet Tubman, honey, she was ready. I need her DNA.
Okay. I'm trying to tell you, I know her family bloodline. They probably somewhere rich.
Beyonce probably in her family bloodline.
You stupid.
You know what your end goal is for Shop Verona?
Oh, yes. So my end goal is I want to pass Shop Verona down, like to a family member, whoever wants to, pick it up and take it from me and run it or whatever the case may be. I really want to create like an academy for women and men to start their own jewelry brands, like help them. Because I know like it's taken me longer than I expected to scale my business, but I would love to create an academy to have like the specific things aligned for a business owner to do right off the top so that they don't have to face all the trials that I went through. Like I literally have like the specific things that you need to do to implement these things to scale your business like within that first year.
I love that.
Like I want to do that. I want to give back to my community, something with the youth. Like I want to create some type of programs with the youth because they're our future. I feel like I see a lot of times where I be seeing kids like they don't really be confident about themselves. And a lot of parents too, I feel like they don't allow their kids to like express in the way that they need to, and kids like us, like, growing up, our parents might not, some of our parents may not have given us like that space to like really talk and be honest. Like a lot of times, I know for me, and this is like no shade to my parents, but I know like growing up, I didn't have like a space for me to like really talk and express the way that I felt. It was almost like I did this, oh, you getting a whooping or you getting grounded, that's it. I ain't having no conversation about why you did it or anything, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's like a big thing in our community. So I want to just create a space for like children to come and feel uplifted about themselves, and they can start off at a young age and know like I can do anything. You know, I don't have to compare myself to other people.
Yeah.
God blessed me with my own, you know, my own what you want to call it, purpose in this world, and I'm gonna find it.
Exactly.
And
help other people find theirs. Yes.
Exactly. It starts when they're little. So yeah, I feel like those are my two main goals.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like that's really beautiful, because our youth, it's so many kids out here that don't have no guidance.
Yes,
still, you know. I was getting me some Thai food the other day, and this young
you so
dude.
Bougie. Thai food, girl. Who eat Thai food?
Girl, what? Are you kidding me?
Thai food just sounds so bougie. Like I done had Thai food before. It's good. I was like, I'm getting my Thai food.
You so annoying, I swear. But no, like I was getting my Thai food, and this dude that he came up to me, like a young dude. He worked at Walmart. He had on this little vest, and he was like, "Hey, ma'am, can you tell me?" Because he wanted to get a car like mine, or like the same kind of car I got. And he was like, do you think, you know, like you could tell me how much my insurance might be? Because, you know, I'm 18 and I just got my permit last week, and I'm just trying to get this car. I'm just trying to, you know, like he trying to get himself together. And he was just asking me for some life advice. And I'm like, wow, you know,
you don't have any guidance.
You don't have,
if he did, he wouldn't be asking you.
Exactly. A stranger that he don't even know. He working. He was like, I'm trying to save up. I'm trying to grind. Like, I'm really trying to like get my life together. And I just, you know, it just be those types of people that really need people like me and you and everybody else in the world that's doing the same things that we're doing, to help guide them and lead them, because they just, sometimes it's just not at home.
No, for real.
And that's why God put people like us here.
No, for real. Exactly.
Other people.
Exactly.
So we have to be living our purpose in that way. And
it's bigger than just us. That's why
way bigger.
You have to think about that. It's not, and that's, I always be having to remind myself, like, Summer, this is like bigger than you. Like, I know you want to gain financial freedom and wake up every day and do what you want, but it's other people looking at you too. You know, like they're trying to see like what's going on with you, and you might inspire them to get up and do what they need to do to make whatever they got going on prosper, you know?
Okay. So, and that's why I keep going. Because like, even when I posted my video, because I took a break for like a week, I didn't post nothing. And then I posted my video Friday, and somebody had wrote me saying that like they needed that, like they been having issues with like trust and all of that stuff. And if you haven't, go check out that video, because there's some gems in there. Okay,
go check it out.
But they were telling me that, and I'm like, you know, this is what I'm really living my purpose. And when you really live in your purpose, abundance just comes, baby. It just, you
don't have to worry about nothing.
You don't have to worry about a single thing. It be sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know how I'm doing this, but I'm doing it. Okay.
And on the grace of God, thank you,
God.
Yes,
thank you. Thank you. So let's switch gears a little bit. Are you single?
I'm definitely single.
Not mingling?
Not really mingling much at all, honestly.
Wow.
I just feel like, for me, because I try my best not to be like, let me not use the N-word.
I know, I be trying not to.
So I try my best not to say certain things to make it seem like I'm talking about men as a whole, right? Because, you know, a lot of times us women, we can be like, yeah, men, they just don't, not all men are that way, you know? But I just feel like from my personal experiences that I've had with men, it's like I know exactly what I want. And I actually was dating a guy like last year. It was like around Cinco de Mayo. It was around Cinco de Mayo. So I was dating him, like talking to him for a couple months. You know, we're dating. But he was honestly, like, he was like perfect. Like looks, like I love what he did as a profession, like his career. But the thing was, he could not like give me time for real. You know, like
that'd be the thing with them, like guys that have good careers, they don't be having a lot of time.
Yes, but he did, like, I appreciated him so much because he did like sacrifice time, you know, the time that he did have. Like when we talked on the phone, we would be on the phone for hours just talking. You can't do that with a lot of guys, like, right? You know, like some guys don't even know how to hold a conversation. And I know off the top of what our conversation is, I know if I'm gonna talk to you.
Oh, so, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, that situation, yeah, I kind of just had to like separate myself. I kind of felt bad how I left things. Like I actually like didn't text him back.
Why?
Because I just felt like I deserved better and I knew what I wanted. And
but you said he was perfect though. So what wasn't perfect? Just he couldn't give you time?
Yes.
So like, was he trying to make time?
So listen, after being in like a 5-year relationship where you literally beg somebody to spend time with you and give you time, it's like I know that I want to be a priority. And that guy, he let me know like I can't make you a priority. Like he told me that from the very beginning, but I still talked to him and I developed feelings, and it was just certain things that were going on that I felt like it would be too much for me. Yeah. And when I knew that I wasn't gonna get what I needed out of it, you know, so I had to cut ties. And the best thing for me at that time, I felt like, was just to break communication. I don't want to explain or nothing, you know, like yeah.
I mean, I guess sometimes, you know, I think it's all a respect thing. Like I always try to tell people, you know, especially if I respect them, I'm like, you know, hey, it's not working. Like I think we should just, you know, part ways or whatever.
Yeah. But I'm also struggling too, like, because I be like, oh, you know how like some women be like, yeah, I don't want to date anybody that has kids. And I'm like, I can't be that way, because what if my soulmate does have a child or 2 children?
Exactly.
Or 3. I don't know about 3. 3 because it's like I want kids too. I want my own.
Right. 3 is a lot, baby. And how many baby mamas?
One. I'm not doing no 2, 3.
Now it depends on what the baby mama is like. How
baby mama, not baby mamas. I'm not doing it. I'm not about to be. You really got to be that man to try to make me your third. We're gonna say wife with a child.
Okay. Well, I would definitely have to be a wife. I'm not.
You gotta be a baby. You gotta be that, like doing it all. Like you gotta set things up to where it's comfortable. You're doing like it ain't no excuses and nothing. Like you want to be with me and have a family with me, and you already got 2 kids with 2 different women.
Oh, baby, you got to come with it.
You got to come with it.
I'm not dealing with nothing.
Like you got to make it clear. Like like we dating for a minute. Like you got to make it clear what your intentions are with me. Like I'm not about to just be dating you for no reason.
Just to pass
time. Like,
because baby, I got other things to do. Like I don't have to date you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, but like, how long have you been single?
Honestly, you know, okay, I'm gonna be completely honest on this podcast. I told God before I came here that I was gonna be honest, because I feel like a lot of times I don't be wanting to like say certain things out of respect for someone else. But
you don't say no names.
Yeah, definitely. But it's just like some people know, you know, about who, you know. Anyways, I basically have been single for like, it's 2025. I basically have been single for like 2 years. Mm-hmm. But you know how you have like that back and forth with your ex?
Yeah.
It's just like you talk to them and then you figure out, it's just like a cycle. It's not working. It's not going to work. You keep going back. Things haven't changed, but you still love and care about that person, but it's just not working. Like I kind of did that for 2 years. And like in between time, like, we would spend like months without seeing each other, talking to each other, nothing like that. So in between that time, I'm dating other people. Yeah. You know, like, but yeah, I basically have been single for 2 years. There has been no commitment
for 2 years.
For 2 years. And so baby, I have been single. So to that other person, they will probably foul out if they heard me say that I was single for 2 years, but that's the truth. There was no commitment at all to me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Period. So
and that's your truth.
That's my truth.
And whoever got something to
say. That's my truth.
So you're not mingling, so you're not like.
Now I'm not against mingling, but just like right now, I feel like I just want to like focus more on my relationship with God.
Yeah.
You know, growing my business and just getting me together, you know.
Are you abstinent?
Ain't it a difference between abstinent and celibacy? Celibacy is when you're doing it to wait for marriage, right?
Right.
And then abstinent is like when you're
you're just abstaining.
You're just abstaining like you would like alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm abstinent. I'm basically abstinent then.
Basically.
I'm abstinent because I wouldn't say celibacy because it's like I wouldn't necessarily say I'm waiting for marriage to have sex.
Yeah. I was back and forth with that. I'm like,
me too. I was too, but yeah, I'm not even about to put that on myself.
I know, like I don't want to be making that. I don't want to make that promise and tell God, yep.
That's what I'm saying.
And then
a lot of people be doing it, and then you go back, and then you feeling bad.
Oh, feeling awful because you made that promise, and now you don't went back on your word. I just ain't got time for them type of games.
Exactly. I don't.
So, like, you said you were in a relationship for 5 years?
5 years. So really, I be trying to say 6 because it just be like, it just seemed like it was my whole 20s I was in a relationship.
That's a long time.
It is.
Yeah, like it hadn't went anywhere, you know?
Mm-hmm. And I feel like I did, like I told you, I dated that guy, but I did try to date other people, like communicate, but it just wasn't working out. And I'm just like, maybe God is like telling me, Summer, you literally poured so much into someone else for so long. It's time
for you.
Yeah, like I'm putting you by yourself so you can focus on you. Like it's not working out with these guys because I'm not sending you the right person right now.
On purpose.
And you wonder why it ain't working out because you trying to do it your way.
Ooh,
so, and a lot of times we try to do it our way and we be like, yeah, he ain't this and he ain't that. That's because you have to spend time like where it's just you. Like I know it get lonely. Ooh. And you be wanting like companionship, like you want just like a male figure. That's how I be feeling sometimes. I just wish I had like a guy that I could trust. I could call up, talk to him about anything. If I need anything, he there, you know. Yeah. But it's not time for that yet. Like it's time for me to build that trust for myself.
Yeah.
You know, get myself together so I can attract or become the person that I need to become for the man God has for me. Because I know he out there. I feel it. It's on the other side of the door. Like I'm just.
We not feeling this way, and we weren't put here to be some damn lover girls.
Cause I'm a lover girl. I'm so passionate. Like I'm so emotional. I love telling people, verbalizing how I feel. Like my friends, like when you're in my presence, yes, like when you're in my presence, like you gonna know if I like F with you or care about you because I'm so verbal. Like I love like to the core of you. You get what I'm saying? Like if I really F with you. Yeah. But yeah, like, and I need and desire that same love for a long time. Like in that relationship that I was in, I wasn't getting that. Yeah. And I started to feel like, well, maybe this is like what love is, you know, like maybe this is what I deserve. But no.
Honey, the devil trying to trick you into thinking
and trying to make you stay in a situation that just isn't for you.
Girl, I went back and forth with an ex for so long.
Girl.
Oh my God. I'm so embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed. People going through this across the universe, baby.
Okay. It's still some
across the world.
Something's.
And I will not be 40, 50, 60. If still trying to make it work with my ex. I'm not doing it.
Baby, bye. What is you doing, girl? Stand up. Stand up. So, like, what was your biggest takeaway from that relationship since it was so long? Like, what did you learn? Did you learn about yourself? Did you learn about what you wanted in relationships? Did you learn things about men? Or what did you learn?
For one, I feel like that relationship, it was just like it just made me look in the mirror. It made me grow a lot because a lot of things I used to just point fingers, him. But no, like
accountability.
You got to take accountability. And it's a lot of things that we go through and we don't realize where it comes from, that it's passed down. It's like just different traumas and why you trauma bond with people and stuff like that. Yeah. So just me learning a lot of these things, it just made me like look in the mirror at myself, and it really made me point out the areas that I needed to fix in myself, not more so like try to figure out what was wrong with them. You know, it's still a lot of love, you know, and a lot of, I still do care about that individual. Like I honestly do, but it just didn't work out, and that's just what it is. And yeah, like that relationship, it just made me, I feel like without that relationship, I don't think I would be the woman that I am. So that's why I appreciate that relationship so much, because sometimes God does, he put us into situations, but it did go on longer than it was supposed to. Like I said, when it be time for us to let go of something, we be knowing it, but we just keep egging it on year after year after year. You know,
but it's only because we really truly haven't learned.
We really truly haven't learned. Like until you get sick, but it be girls that be it's women that be sick, but still,
but they don't get it. Like it's still. I would, if I was God, I would be so frustrated with a lot of these people. Because why don't you get it? Like I would just want to reach my hand down here and shake a hoe. Like wake up, honey.
Like come on.
What are you not getting?
Women need to understand that men are only gonna do what you allow. You set the tone. It's like men set the tone, but we set the tone to how we like.
We set the boundaries.
We set the boundaries. You get what I'm saying? When you come in a man, you ain't setting no boundaries. He is gonna know what he can do. Just how men, like I got brothers, I got guys that are friends. They tell me all the time, yeah, I know how a woman carry herself, how she act, how she talk. I know if what certain things are how I can be with her. I know if she can just be a, you know, just a little plaything, or this is somebody for me to take serious. Like I gotta get on my shit for her. Like I can't just be around here playing around. Like
exactly.
Guys know.
They do know.
They do know.
Now back in my days where I didn't have boundaries, I used to let dudes like I wouldn't even see it as them crossing a boundary for real. I would just see it as like, oh, I'm just like, we're cool. This is what we're doing. And like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't have an issue. But they would see it as, oh, I can do whatever I want. This girl ain't got no boundaries. Like, this girl don't have no standards or whatever. She don't stand for nothing or whatever. And I actually had somebody who, you know, would claim to be my friend, but like I don't really feel like they were that much of a friend to me, like when I think about it.
Yeah.
But they told me recently, and sorry to this man, honey, but I just got to say this. He was like, yeah, last time, you know, I saw you, I realized that you know, you had some boundaries, like you had them sex. And he said it just like that. And I'm like, whoa, like he was like, yeah,
that is hilarious.
All night, you know, we would just like hang out for a long time, but you know, you have some boundaries that time, and I'm like,
gross.
I'm like, wow, you know, I needed to hear that, but it hurt. It stung. I'm like, wow, is this what they really thought of me? When I'm thinking that we just chilling, we just hanging out, but meanwhile, you just want to take from me.
Yeah, you know, and that's why you show people, because people will have like an old version of you in their heads, and then they'll see you like, she is so different. That's how it is with me. Like people reach out to me all the time and be like, Summer, like I literally remember this, and that when you were doing this, and that, and now you're this, and that. Like it's so inspiring. Like,
right, the hot-headed Summer.
Yeah, it's like, and not even because it's like my personal people know about that side of me, but just like other people that have been watching me on social media for so long, like they seen what I was doing like years ago, who I was with, and they see me now, and they're like, wow, like you have really grown a lot.
You really have.
Girl, I used to be on social media throwing up gang signs, posting guns. You know, like I would post my little gun and stuff. I'm like, I would never do that today.
That's so funny.
Ever in life.
That's ever. So funny.
That's just so ratchet and just ghetto. I'm a lady.
We're ladies over here, honey. We ain't posting no guns, throwing no gang signs. Girl, what? That's so funny.
I'm trying to tell you, whoever you know with can be an influence on you.
For sure.
That's why it's so important to pick your partner, man. You have to pick the right partner.
And the right friends.
Because anybody that you have around, it's important who you have around you, man. It's 100%. So important. Just like it's just like a rotten fruit. Like if that fruit is rotten and you put a fresh one beside it, it's gonna rotten right along there.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Yep.
Period.
We want to be amongst the fresh fruit.
Yes.
Okay.
Bingo.
What's been?
This tea is so good.
It is. It's like, so good.
So good.
It's so smooth.
It's so smooth. Like it tastes like I'm eating. It tastes like I'm drinking like a bowl of vanilla ice cream. Yeah, so good.
I didn't think about it that way, but yeah, it's definitely giving French vanilla ice cream.
It is.
So, like, what's been one of the biggest struggles that you've had to overcome?
One of the biggest struggles, I'm gonna say I'm still trying to overcome it. My biggest struggle is like really just like procrastination. I have so many sticky notes of the things that I need to do to like just jumpstart. The things that will probably make me leave my job in the next month if I just do it now.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it's just like really just breaking that spirit of procrastination off of me. Like, I pray that so much. Like, I have even went to church, you know how they pray, you know, if you need a prayer, come to the altar. Like, I done told my, you know, pray for me. I'm trying to get procrastination off of me. I need help balancing everything in my life, you know. So yeah, I would say that procrastination.
Yeah. Procrastination is a demon.
It is.
And it's like, I think it's also a part of like a deeper part of self-love too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you know this is something that you're meant to do, something that you desire to do, if you love yourself enough, you know, even more deep than you already do, you won't be able to procrastinate. Like, it will.
And that's what I'll be saying too, because they be telling me at church, you know, basically like when you do that, your faith in God is a little shaky.
Yeah.
Because if you really like had faith in Him, you would know, like, if you do that thing, God is gonna be right behind you, 10 toes down.
100%.
If you putting Him in the center, though, you got to put Him in the center of everything that you do. Like, you know, like asking. And I feel like a lot of times, like, I tell God, put it on my heart what it is I need to do. He do it all the time. And
girl,
freaking sometimes
it's freaky. Sometimes, like, it's literally so freaky. Girl. Like I was telling you before we started filming, how I was crying my eyes out to my mom the other day. I was crying my eyes out in prayer, asking for support, asking for emotional support, just somebody to be there for me, because I get tired of being for everybody else,
for yourself,
and being everything for myself. And it's like, I just need, like, I know you support me, God. I know you're here for me, but I need like a physical representation of that. Like, I need something here that I can see, that I can talk to, and that can talk back to me.
Right.
And my niece sent me this beautiful post on Instagram. Like, I hadn't even talked to her. She was like, I just felt like you needed to hear this. And this was literally right after I was praying and cried my eyes out. Right. And then I called my mom, and she was telling me, like, she was just speaking so much life into me and just telling me everything I needed to hear. Yeah. And she was like, oh, girl, like, it was just giving me chills, like the stuff she was saying to me. I'm like, Mom, like, you're so right. Like, God literally put this on your heart to tell me, because He knew I needed that. So it's like, when those prayers get answered like that, honey, it's freaky a little bit. But, you know, that just goes to show that you do have some level of trust in God, that He will deliver in some kind of way, but you gotta like go full in with that trust.
You do. Like, faith is, it's a saying, like, faith is nothing without the works, or something like that. Like, I definitely do. You know, He says, like, all you need is a mustard seed. I know my faith is, I was telling God the other day, I said, my faith in you is bigger than a mustard seed.
It's a walnut.
Yeah. So I'm not even going to say that my faith in God is shaky. I'm just going to say that I have been having trouble with putting my foot on the ground.
Yeah.
To walk towards these things that I need to do.
It ain't even God that you don't trust. It's yourself. Like you said, you know, it's yourself that you don't trust. It's like, can I trust myself to really pursue this? Can I trust myself to really put in the work for this?
Yeah.
Because that be the hardest part. It's like, I know me better than anybody. So it's like, I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I'll do if things get hard. So it's like, when things get hard, can I trust myself to trust God and to continue trusting myself after I've taken this huge risk?
Exactly. And God, another thing that I have been learning in church as well is that God wants us to collaborate with each other, you know, like with our businesses and stuff like that. And for a very long time, I felt like I had been grinding. I'm like, I'm grinding. But
you need community.
You need community, though, and you need other people to commune with you, you know?
We need that community, because I just feel like so many people glamorize isolation nowadays. And I really blame it on the COVID area, when everybody had to be inside the house. Oh, you know, gems on your teeth.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Verona gems too, y'all. Verona teeth whitening, all the things.
Period.
But like, back in the COVID days, when we was isolated and we had to be in the house and we was just virtually connecting with people, I feel like people got stuck in that era.
Yeah.
But that wasn't supposed to be like how things are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Community is huge, and God wants us to commune and be amongst one another.
It takes a village to make certain things prosper, like it really does. Like it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to build a business, a church, like just these different things. And I'm like, yeah, I need to get out this mindset that I can do it all. Like, you know how you have that mindset, like people are not going to care about my business how I care about it. They're not going to do certain things how I do it. But that's why you ask God to help you guide other people to understand the vision that you want. And then you'll have a whole team that know, you know, like this is what Dose of Destiny did. This is her vision here. Like, you know, like we got to stick to this. So yeah, like so I've been
people
working
that respect it too.
Yes, respect it, exactly.
Yes. And like just truly see that vision that you're trying to take with your business and whatever it is that you're doing. Because this is my baby, and I know Shop Verona is your baby.
It's my baby. It's been my baby for a long time.
I'll punch somebody.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm never giving up. Like
never.
We're gonna look back at these times and be like, wow, like we really came a long way. God has brought us so far, and we're just so glad that we did not give up on it. Amen.
Before we get ready to close out, what's been your biggest inspiration? Like, what's been inspiring you? Like people, things, places.
So I really just I make sure that I pour into myself every day when it comes to like God's word. Like I listen to podcasts. I wake up every day and I pray. You know, I made sure that I recently like just started unfollowing certain pages and now I start liking certain things that inspire me. So that's all that really pops up on my timeline. It's just inspiring things. And shout out to Unfiltered. I recently invested into myself last month, and they have like a faith-based brand, apparel brand that they literally grew to like 7 figures, you know? So they help other businesses do the right things in their business to scale their business. So that's what I'm going through right now. But they have been inspiring me so much, and just like the success of the other people who are also in the program, they have been inspiring me. And I have friends that don't even do the same thing that I'm doing, but they inspire me by the mothers that they are. They inspire me by the friend that they are. Like I can call and vent, you know, I can go to church with them. Like they inspire me to be, you know, a better person, a better, you know, or just give me some guidance on like when I have my own child, like I know exactly, I feel like God has literally, I know I'll be like, dang, I'm the only one in the group with no kids.
Me
and
too.
Stuff like that.
Well, we're the only ones.
Exactly. But it's like, I literally know how it is to raise a child. Like I literally do. Like I know I don't have a kid every day, but I know how it is. Like I've experienced certain things.
You got nieces and nephews.
Exactly. So it's just like, I just feel like God has just been molding me to, you know, so I can be prepared for when my time is to come to, you know, start a family, marriage, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Because I'll be thinking like, dang, you know, I'm 31 and I'm still like in the season where I haven't really reached a lot of milestones that people around me have reached, like with the marriage and the kids.
Yeah.
Because literally everybody at my job married or at least got a girlfriend or boyfriend, and they got kids. Like one of my best friends is pregnant right now, and I was like, "Where you going to go get pregnant, girl?" Now I'm just playing, but no, I'm so happy for her, and like she's married and all of that stuff, and I love that for her. And you know, Miracle and all well, it's fine.
Miracle,
you know, Miracle and everybody else that we have around us that are married with children and stuff like that. It's like, dang, well, you know, maybe that's not meant for me or whatever. But I do feel like it's meant for me. You know?
I feel that way too, Destiny. But I have been telling myself recently, like I've been talking to God about it. Like God, like I do desire to be a mother one day. Like I really do. And I do desire to be a wife one day. But I'm okay if that's not in the cards for me too. You know, like,
me too.
I would rather be at peace and to be in a relationship that's not meant for me. You know, like
exactly.
You know, like it sucks. I feel like I was literally made to be with somebody. Like I know I was meant to love.
Yeah.
Like I love my friendships and stuff, but it's only
not enough.
It's only so you can't fuck your friends. Just being honest. You can't fuck your friends.
It's just a level of intimacy that
it's
your
just
friends
a level
can't
of
give you.
intimacy that your friends cannot give you. And it's just like I love my friends so freaking much. And I know that I would love the freak out of my man. And I need that in return. So guess what? I'm gonna wait on that until the time is right. I'm not accepting nothing less.
Absolutely nothing.
I'm not accepting the bare minimum. I want what I want. I'm not about to, be too picky. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody perfect. Yeah. But I know what I desire,
And I know what I deserve. Like, out of all the relationships and situationships, honey, I'm the situationship queen.
And they don't say nothing about a situationship in the Bible.
Okay. That's a word. That's a man-made word. And I ain't following the man-made ways no more.
Not doing it.
I want me a partnership. Like, I would be
a partnership.
Okay with not having children if that wasn't in the cards for me, but I want me a man. Needs me a man.
I need me a man.
Needs that.
I need
okay, like, because I can find.
I actually need to stop saying I would be okay. No, I wouldn't be okay.
Okay, but not. But like, I'm okay with God's will. Let's just say that.
I'm okay with God's will.
Let's say that.
But He did give us the power to desire certain things for ourselves. So it's just like, if you want marriage, that's what you want. If you want children, that's what you want.
And it's okay. It's okay. And I think like that's also a way that we kind of lack faith a little bit when we're like, well, I'll be okay if not. And it's like, well, why do we think it's not going to happen?
Right.
It'll happen at some point. So we just got to keep going steadfast,
Yeah, I believe.
Keep the faith.
Keeping the faith.
What is something that you want to tell the girlies or the guys?
Yeah, so, what can I say, God? What do you want me to say to your children? I would say, like, the main thing is, y'all, is just making sure that you're building. If you don't already have a relationship with God, build a relationship with God. Go to church, find your church family. When you really pray to God and tell Him your needs and what you're going through, like, don't just go to God about the things that you want. Go to Him, when you're feeling a certain way that you're trying to, get out of, or break you away from somebody that that's not meant to be in your life. Pray to Him about things like that, and pray to Him when things are going good and bad. Don't just pray to Him when things are bad. And I promise you, like, once you build your relationship up with God and trust Him, everything else will align with that. Anything outside of that, you would know for sure that it's not for you. And that's in business and relationship, anything. Like, that's like a all around type of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's my advice.
If it's bringing confusion, it's out of alignment.
Yes.
Amen. Everything that's coming from God is gonna come with clarity.
Amen.
And that's just something I've learned, honey, and something.
Clock that.
Okay. You gotta clock that. See, you gotta clock that. Period. So, last thing. I keep saying last thing. Is there anything that you want to promote? What's next? What's coming for summer, not spring, summer, not fall, summer, not spring, summer, not fall?
I just want to say, just to be on the lookout for the transformation that is about to happen in my life. I'm really looking forward to what's to come, and I'm looking forward to bring individuals along with me along my journey and to inspire other people, to make people know and see. I just want God to continue to shine His light through me, so that others can look at me and feel that they can accomplish certain things that they're trying to do as well.
I love that. Just being an inspiration.
Just being an inspiration.
Ladies and gentlemen, Summer Fog, honey. Go and follow her. I'm going to put her Instagram, and you got TikTok, right? Her TikTok on the screen, so you can go and follow her and go and purchase some custom jewelry.
And we also have a YouTube too. So.
And she's got her YouTube channel that she just started, and she's up and coming. She vlogs on there, all the things. She funny. I mean, literally, I was just going to say that. Like, obviously, she's funny.
Period.
So go and subscribe to her channel. I'll also put that in the description. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment if you can resonate with any of the things that we've said. And I will see you guys on the next one.
Stay blessed, y'all. That was good. You need
Love
to do
that.
an ending, like an ending phrase for Dose of Destiny.
I do.
You do.